Welcome to The Orbit. I'm Valtuem, and I talk all things sci-fi and fantasy. The first two Avatar movies are among the highest grossing of all time. The series is known for its environmentalist message and well-realized alien world. It's also known for its bland story and dull characters. That's where the potential of Avatar 3 lies. The upcoming Avatar: Fire and Ash can save the franchise from subpar writing. It can give the series what it's been sorely lacking: depth and character. Let me explain how. Avatar 3 will give us a new Navi clan, the Ash People. Kinda sounds like a slur. Filthy Ash People. They lived through a natural disaster that turned their lush environment into one devoid of life. Their leader, Varang, will do evil things for her people, and they'll apparently blur the lines of morality. They sound like the perfect antidote to the currently hollow dynamic between humans and Navi. The first two movies portray the humans as cartoonishly evil. Everything about them, from their culture to their science, is written off as totally inferior to the Navi way. The ultimate message of those movies is human bad, Navi good, which is so boring. It's difficult to take this conflict seriously when it's simplistic to the point of propaganda. When it comes to Avatar 3, Cameron has said, one thing we wanted to do in this film is not be black and white simplistic. We're trying to evolve beyond the all humans are bad, all Navi are good paradigm. This moral complexity is desperately needed. If the Avatar series wants to have an engaging and meaningful story, the writing needs to mature beyond a middle school level. Avatar 3 can't be another story about the evil humans attacking the peaceful Navi.
I have combined the DNA of the world's most evil animals to make the most evil creature of them all.
It turns out it's man.
If the Avatar movies have one thing, it's characters. There's Jake, Neytiri, military man. Ned. No. Norbert? Guy. The kids. They have names, I'm sure. Those guys. The other guys. The other guys. Lady. And Whale. Okay, so these movies are notorious for their forgettable characters. But it doesn't have to be that way. Let's talk military man, and what Avatar 3 could do to realize his potential. Way of Water introduced the new Colonel Quaritch, reborn in the body of his enemy. But the movie fails to adequately explore this concept. It teases the interesting question, is he the real Quaritch? At first, he doesn't think so.
It's Colonel Miles Quaritch, deceased. Killed in action. I'm not that man. But I do have his memories.
Release, or I got to.
Well, you think I care about some kid? He's not mine. We're not even the same species.
But throughout the movie, he makes references that only make sense if we assume he is the same Quaritch.
Why don't you come on out, Mr. Sully? You and I, we got some unfinished business. Son, come with me.
But this is the most we get. The movie doesn't develop this idea beyond this surface-level flip-flopping. If Quaritch doesn't view himself as the same person, that raises all kinds of existential questions. If he's not Quaritch, who is he? If he's not Quaritch, why follow the same path he did? If he's not Quaritch, why does he keep referring to his past as his own? The movie doesn't bother with any of this. There's also the fact that Quaritch, the Navi-hating human, has now become one of them. How does he feel about becoming the enemy? How does he feel about never being able to return to human society?
I don't know.
He never reflects on any of this. Way of Water defaults him back to evil military man. Quaritch is set to return in Fire and Ash. That movie has the opportunity to give him the complexity he's thus far been lacking. It's much the same for the series' other characters. The humans are either hardly present, devoid of personality, or mustache-twirling evil. Leading man Jake's most consistent character trait is that he's fucking stupid. Neytiri is fairly bland in Avatar, and is barely in Way of Water. Of the kids, most don't have much characterization, like Took and Natayam, who get shoved to the background to focus on Loak and Kiri. Way of Water ends with Natayam's death, which ends up being not as impactful as it could have been. We barely know the kid. It's sad because it's a death, not because the audience has any attachment to Natayam specifically. Apparently, Cameron understands, at least to some extent, that there are issues with his characters. Regarding cut content from Way of Water, he's said, in a nutshell, we had too many great ideas packed into Act 1 of Movie 2. The film was moving like a bullet train, and we weren't drilling down enough on character. So I said, guys, we've got to split it. Although, even after cutting stuff from Way of Water, that movie still doesn't do much with the characters. Fire and Ash must meaningfully develop these characters if it wants the audience to be invested in them. Avatar 3 will introduce Varang, a Navi willing to do evil things for the sake of her people. She's described as an enemy that can't just be talked down, someone the audience will love to hate. The series desperately needs complex characters like her, someone that can hold our interest and push the story into new directions. Cameron said, "What excites me as an artist is not only the opportunity to get to do it again, but to get to a level of character and intrigue you haven't seen before in an Avatar movie." And he's right. We haven't seen much in the way of character and intrigue so far. Hopefully, Avatar 3 will tap the potential of characters both old and new. The first two movies play out, more or less, the same basic plot points. Characters must learn the ways of this new Navi clan. Nature is beautiful. The RDA is evil. A big fight with Quaritch. Profit. If Avatar 3 ends up being a three-peat, then the series is doomed to assembly line scripts. Fire and Ash can salvage this series by truly breaking the mold. Cameron's described the first two movies as an introduction, which I guess is why their stories are so similarly bland. They're just vehicles to show off the world. Avatar 3 will apparently go to extremely unexpected places. Cameron said, "If you're not making brave choices, you're wasting everybody's time and money. You've got to break the mold, every fucking time." Except he didn't say fucking. I sincerely hope he meant that beyond VFX, because without a solid story backing up great CG, the movie just ends up forgettable. There's a reason why nobody talks about Avatar 1 and 2. Avatar Fire and Ash can save the franchise from mediocre writing. It only needs to develop its pre-existing ideas and characters, and add depth and complexity with the ideas and characters to come. Here's hoping. Thanks for watching. What do you think of the anticipated Avatar 3? Let me know. Please like and subscribe for more videos in the same vein. If you're interested in more Avatar content, I've got a big review of the first movie on my other channel. I'll see you on the orbit.